Okay, so I just got back from the gym and I went with my girl after work. We both went. And there was this guy, I've never seen him before, never come across him. The first time in my life I've ever seen him. And he comes into the gym and I instantly get this feeling of like, I don't like this guy. I don't trust him. I don't want him around my girlfriend. I don't want him around me. I don't know what it was. It was just the way he was moving, like the way he was acting, just his presence. I'm sure you've experienced that at some point. Like someone walks in and you just immediately do not like them. I had this experience tonight, and I was sitting there and thinking, okay, what is it that I don't like about this guy, right? Because he hasn't done anything to me. He hasn't even looked at me, right? So why don't I like him? So I sat there and I thought about it for a bit, and like a few things came to me. So the first thing that came to me was his like overall appearance. He was like really skinny. Okay, he looked very weak. He looked like the kind of guy who jacks off like 3 times a day. He had that kind of presence of just soft and weak. Like I'm obviously just making assumptions here, but this is what I assumed. Right, that's what he looked like, and just like his behavior and his eye contact made me suspicious of him instantly, and it made me realize that I don't trust weak men. Now I'm not shitting on guys who like don't go to the gym. That's not really what I'm saying. So I don't want people to take me out of context. I'm talking about overall weak. Like I know guys who don't gym at all, but their mentality is strong, and I know they would throw down if need be. It's not about going to the gym or not. It's about your overall strength as a man, like your integrity, what you stand for, and like what you're willing to do. Like a man who is weak, and I know Jordan Peterson says this a lot, right? Weak men, and I made a video on this actually, about how weak men are not brave men. And it's so true. Like, I don't trust a weak man, especially around my woman, right? Because if a man's weak, physically or mentally, either or both, he's probably not getting a lot of pussy, right? And someone who's not getting a lot of pussy is starving. So I'm not comfortable being around a weak man with my woman with me, because I don't trust him around her, because he's starving and any crumbs he will pick up. He will stab me in the back for it. Right? I would much rather have my girl around a guy who I know fucks a lot. Because I know that to him it's not going to be a big deal to have a woman around. But to a guy who's really desperate, right, he would do anything. If I'm not there, if I turn my back for a minute, he might just stab me in the back. I don't trust him. Same for like walking around like in the streets. Like if I'm just walking, doing my business, and I'm having a buddy with me, I'm gonna want that guy to be strong, physically and mentally alert. I don't want a weak man around me. I don't want weak men around me because it just makes me vulnerable. I remember like walking in the streets back in Cape Town, where my hometown is in South Africa. It's a dangerous place. And me and my brother would walk around. We both jacked. Like we both just came out of the gym sweating, got a pump on. And I remember just feeling so safe knowing that my brother, I know he's a dangerous guy. I know he's strong. I know he would jump into anything for me. So for that reason, I do not trust weak men, and I don't want them around me, my woman, or my loved ones.